The Light That Leads to Life by Karisa Moore. I pray that from His glorious, unlimited resources, He will empower you with inner strength through His Spirit. Then Christ will make His home in your hearts as you trust in Him. Your roots will grow down into God's love and keep you strong through His Spirit. And may you have the power to understand, as all God's people should, how wide, how long, how high, and how deep His love is. Ephesians chapter 3, verses 16 to 18. Early, as I grieved, Christmas felt like a list of juxtapositions. I celebrated the birth of Jesus, but my child was gone. We connected with family members, but there was always one missing. We opened gifts, but felt guilty for moving on without Jonathan. Grief was front and center. Yet I knew beyond the shadow of a doubt that God would make a way. What I see as I grieve with hope: lives encouraged, God's presence with us. Laughter is good medicine. My kids comforted. My family growing. Love poured out to the downcast. Souls saved from despair. Hope shaped my grief into joy. God has shone a light into the darkness of grief by coming into my brokenness through Jesus. And He equipped me to do the same. Jesus spoke to the people once more and said, "I am the light of the world. If you follow me, you won't have to walk in darkness, because you will have the light that leads to life." John chapter 8, verse 12. Out of that light, I found joy was in every crevice of my grief. I created a picture scavenger hunt for my family and friends on the first Christmas without Jonathan. The following year, I set up an I Spy hunt. With each new Christmas, I witnessed the light of God in my sorrow, shared the reason for my hope, and was encouraged. I display Jesus' identity through joy because I have witnessed His light. May that hope and joy now encourage you this Christmas. Christ didn't come when everything was polished in the world. He came in our desperate hour when our losses outweighed our gains and when the boot heel of our enemy was on our throats. Israel was crying out for a Savior, and as God in flesh took His first cry of humanity, He transformed our grief into worship. Hope was born to the wise and the lowly, shepherds and kings, women and children, and the poor, sick, and needy. He was born in grief and raised us to a new life in His love. That love enables us to shape grief into a new story where we acknowledge what we've lost and embrace what is gained. I'm not suggesting a forced, fake happiness, but a love that bubbles up in your pain, not despite it. Open the gift of God's presence with us and allow His light to shine on what you cherish most on this earth. Loosen your grip on what isn't and open your hands to the gift of what is and will be. What hope do you see this Christmas?